all the heavy lifting's over, car's wet, we have QD in hand, and our microfiber towels, these come in a 10-pack on our site. We're going to use this as a drying aid. So a lot of people ask, can it be used wet? Yes, it very much can. And we're going to demonstrate that in a second. You can use it dry. You can also use it as standalone protection. We're of course known for coatings. However, you don't want to venture into that world. You want something simpler that you can use more often. This would be your answer. So what you're going to do is 1, maybe 2 sprays into the towel. That's going to cover at least half this panel. So a little bit goes a long way, and you really don't want to work in too large of sections. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to work in this square and then move on. And ironically enough, that actually works faster. So you just wipe it into the surface. And then just as quickly, buff it off. And then you're left with a clean surface. One of the most efficient ways to go through this drying process, have your drying towel along with you. You could use whatever you want. In this particular case, we're just using 25 by 36 drying towel. And then you're gonna work in smaller sections. With QD, you don't want to leave it on the surface for too long, or it could leave an unwanted finish. So you just follow up right here with the drying towel and buff to perfection. So another way that you could use this, we don't recommend this for overspray purposes, just in case you accidentally get it on another panel. Spray directly onto the panel and then wipe it in if desired. But again, we recommend the first option. It's a much safer process. So another thing that we get asked about constantly with Diamond QD is what surfaces is it safe on, right? Everyone, of course, knows paint. And paint we just showed you works really well, but it can also be applied on glass, right? Just as normal. Wipe it in. Get your second towel. Buff right off. And just for demonstration purposes, I'll put a little bit extra on here so we can show you. Goes perfectly good on trim. It's not going to hurt anything. It'll do a great job of protecting as well. So a lot of people ask us how often they can use this. The answer is you can use it as often as your heart desires. If you want to use this every week, you can. Every month, you can. It gets a little more complicated when you start introducing Diamond Quick Body into the scenario, because that is a full-blown coating. You're not going to want to use that more than every few months. Which coatings can you use QD on? You could use it on any one of them, whether it's body, quick body, doesn't matter. It serves as the perfect topper for any of our coatings. Regarding quick body is great for a lot of scenarios, but in other scenarios, it might not necessarily help quite as much. So, for example, Diamond Body 36, it'll be the perfect topper. They're designed to go together. Whereas Diamond Body, because of the extreme hydrophobicity of it, you're going to want to wait maybe a couple months, few months down the line before you go to put this on. So QD, kind of. It's not really meant to fully clean a car, but if you have light fingerprint smudges, you know, say you're at a car show, right? Somebody touches your car, you can then spray and wipe it away.